day for me though.
Touch
All day
all
long.
day.
Been touching.
Well, honey, don't get mad at me, Brother Ross, but I just didn't make it mad. I'm so tired. I had them grandbabies all night, but that ain't no excuse, though. I was sure they wrong.
Oh, it was busy.
Hey!
Stopping us
Y'all
now.
ready for some smooth down?
We're home now.
Hey.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
All right.
Let's talk about it.
I'm ready for it now, y'all. Oh.
All right.
All right now.
What we talking about tonight, Miss Lucy?
Hey. Oh, I'm glad to see all of us back again. Thank God good.
So is.
All the
Well,
time.
honey, we got a
God
subject
good.
tonight that's shown up on fire.
What?
Y'all ready?
Let's talk about it.
We ready?
You ready, Uncle Cuddy?
I'm as ready as I'm going to be.
I'm so scared. I'm scared to bring it out my mouth. Okay, ladies
You need some help?
and Mama's baby.
Daddy's maybe.
Hello, y'all.
All right.
Oh, Lord.
Amen.
Oh, honey.
Want to try to help some of these young ladies out here,
Yes, Lord.
thinking that they're going to have a partnership and they're carrying the bag along.
I know that's
Lord
right.
help us.
I had this woman inbox me. She said, I put it out there. She said, well, Booster, let's go and talk about Mama's baby, Daddy, maybe. She said, but y'all women's already know I'm always going to be for y'all. I'm going to try to keep it good for y'all as long as I can. My thing is, I hate that term. I hate it more than I hate anything on earth. I hate it. Mama's baby, Daddy, maybe, I hate it. Because you know why? You know what makes me mad? They want to bring everything on the woman. My thing is, if y'all men fooling around with a woman and y'all know y'all is not the only man, don't get your attitude. That's just how I see it, Uncle Connie. I know me and him are going to get into it tonight, y'all.
The only time a man catch an attitude is just what you just said. If she's fooling around with other men and then try to blame the child on one of the ones, you know, like you said, mama's baby, daddy's maybe. The mama knows hers.
Okay, Uncle Connie, we finna
Come
get started.
on. Well,
Right
let's
off
go.
the bat, we finna get started.
Let's go.
Sometimes y'all men know that the woman is fooling around with somebody else and y'all don't care, y'all still going there too. So don't blame all of it on the woman now. But I am going to tell y'all women, you need to be a little bit more careful, you know. But, you know, I still got our back. Don't blame it all on the woman, Uncle Cuddy.
I'm not just trying to blame the woman, but then if the woman is at blame, she need to be blamed. There needs to be some correctiveness somewhere along the way. If she's going to play the field and come up pregnant, come on, y'all, talk to me now, and come up pregnant, and then try to blame one individual when she knows that she's had 5 or 6 different men.
No, Uncle Cuddy.
Sometimes 10.
Oh, no, we finna go.
Y'all ain't as
But when
pure as
you
y'all
said it,
say you all
You
are.
said the woman is having more partners.
That's what she said.
So that will
But
make
the men already know the woman got multiple partners too. But he's still coming over there. As soon as she
But
pop up,
that's
She should just tell
that's
all
not the
of
thing.
it. Hey.
See, thank you, Lord. I only got one little candy man to worry about. But the mothers that got daughters, they got a whole lot of candy men to worry about.
Right, I'm-
But as I was saying about that, when you said the lady have more partners, yeah, it can be mama's baby and daddy's baby.
well,
That's
it's
what I'm
always
I
gonna,
agree.
it's always gonna be mama's baby. Always.
Right.
Without a
But
doubt.
if she have one partner, then she know.
That is true.
Yeah.
But
One
my
partner.
thing is, hold on now, hold on. Y'all men are chasing behind a woman, want the woman just as much as the other man do. And she torn in between the two. I don't care if you do got him. I ain't finna let you go. I don't care if you do got him, baby. I ain't going nowhere either. So then you be like, it is what it is. She got both of y'all and both of y'all know it. So don't put the woman down. I'm just saying.
Well, so what are you trying to say then? That we need to split the baby? I'm just asking.
He just got fired.
Well, every week I get fired.
Last week I
For keeping it real
I
on
didn't
Smooth
fire him
Talk.
last week. You just got fired, Uncle Connell.
All
You know
right.
good well you
Well,
can't.
listen.
Well, what?
Pay me now.
You getting paid. I can't pay him now because you know why? Maybe she gonna have twins and it could be possible. One baby's one man and the other
Oh,
baby's
she
the other.
did just say that, did she?
And it does happen. It has
Robin?
happened. It has happened. Has it not happened?
Calista?
Yes.
What? like you. What they do
They're
that?
doing it when you got more than one man because it does happen. It does happen. But see, my thing is, y'all want to holler about, let's run the mark. It ain't my man. It ain't my baby. I ran up in her. He ran up in her. Everybody ran up in her. But y'all know you're running up in her. Don't disrespect the woman holler about mama's baby, daddy, baby. We know it's the mama's baby. We all know that. But have some respect about it. But you didn't have no respect when you was doing it, though.
It's like this. It's like, can I put this in a more,
Thank you, Ms. Roman.
Okay.
can I just bring this more closer to home and make it more, a little bit more detailed?
We're going to bring it home.
If is a possibility. You know,
Yeah, if it's a little word with big
it's
meaning.
a possibility.
Yeah.
So if a woman has two partners, and so okay, I see what you're saying. You said it could be both of them.
That's right.
But so if a woman limit herself to two, why not three?
Oh.
And sometimes, you know, that's what you women do.
Oh,
I'm finna go
Two
there.
ain't enough.
I'm finna go there.
If you can't settle for one, and you know that one will suffice, but you got to have your
I'm
other
finna go
one.
there.
You can go further than two.
I'm finna go there. He talking about we need to limit ourselves. A man
Only
ain't
male in the group, y'all.
a man
House
ain't
full of women.
a man ain't never had no limitations. If they see it, they go for it. I like, Dad, give me 2 of those, 3 of those, 1 of that. Ooh, I love all them boobs she got on her. Give me that. She got big boobs. Well, that got big boobs. That got a big butt. I can't get all I want, so I just get them all. And then when the woman come up pregnant, y'all want to dog out and put her down and holler about let's run to Maury. What they doing that at? You want to think about running to Maury when all the men come? Y'all men are so trifling. Let me tell y'all what y'all do. Give me 5 clips before you get it out, because I know you don't.
Not in my face. Don't be firing up over here.
Before I even give it out, because I know the girls gonna go along with it. Y'all so trifling. Y'all don't care who coming in the front door. Y'all still come in through the back. Oh, it's on
That's not every male. That might be a few out there.
99.9
That's doing that. But then I know some women that do the same thing.
I don't know now.
So we're not really just trying to put women out there to make them look bad. Not trying to put men out there to make them look bad.
We just tell them what God loves.
Well, true that. But the subject matter is mama's baby daddy's maybe. And so therefore what we're trying to do on this show hopefully is to be able to define or try to help young women to be more cautious, because at the end of the day they're going to be stuck with the baby. And sometimes they're thinking that they're going to have a relationship and a partnership and longevity with the young man that they have gotten together with, but then he comes up missing.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, if he's a young man, he said, well, you know, you've been doing things with other men. So it's a possibility that's not mine. So the mama's baby daddy's maybe it means that you have to go a step further and have a DNA test done. And so you don't have to do all of that if everybody is doing on the one, you know, just keeping it real with one another.
And when a woman at home doing just one, y'all still out doing several. And even when the DNA tests come in, see, I'm all for the DNA test, but what I don't like about the mama, baby, daddy, maybe thing is, why the young girl got to be dogged out, drugged through the mud before we find out who the baby daddy is?
Well, the thing of it is, my opinion on that is, young lady, carry yourself like young ladies. I don't feel a young lady need multiple partners to get with a man to make a man jealous, because at the end of the day, you gonna be the one carrying the bag. And me, myself, I have a son, and I can honestly say I know who my baby daddy is. But the thing of it is, if you got Tom, Dick, and Harry over here, you're not gonna know who the baby daddy is until the baby's born or whatever, have a DNA. So it's not so much of a man, it's how you conduct yourself. Because when you come up pregnant, then you're gonna be having an moment.
But see, my thing is, it's like this. Why do you have to dog the woman out before the baby get here?
No.
See, that's what I don't like.
Okay. Like I said, when you started off, you had made the statement, did she have multiple partners? But a real young man not gonna dog her out, but he is gonna be leery. Because if my son got a baby on the way and he know this young lady having 2, 3 partners, yeah, he gonna raise his eyebrow. You know, and I don't blame it.
Yeah, it would any man.
But
And I can agree with
if you're a
that.
good girl and you handle your business, no matter what that man is out there doing, and that situation occurred, then you could honestly say, it is your baby, but you know, you do what you got to do. And if
Okay.
he say he want a DNA, get you one, baby. Get you one. I'm good.
Yeah, but I don't have a problem with the DNA, and I think that's good. I got a problem with mama baby. I don't like it. Because see, it's like it comes to a point. The woman got to be ultimate dogged out until we prove who the baby is. Can you
That's
just?
what you do.
But
I mean,
that's not always the case. The mother's always not. She's not always dogged out. If the young male asks the question, "Is it mine?" Then he need to know, like what you just said. See,
Could be not.
yeah, that's true. That's why it's
That's why
mama's
mama,
baby.
baby, daddy.
But let me
And
tell
that
you
is
something.
maybe it's the possibility.
But
that
my
it might
thing
be there's a
is,
possibility
my
that
thing
it's not.
is, I was with somebody else, and you knew I had another man. But you was joning on me so hard, I left my man, I came and got with you. Now I'm pregnant. But 3 months back, I was with him, now I'm with you. So you know it's a possibility it could be somebody else. So why you gonna dog the young girl out when she tell you she pregnant? See, that's what I don't like.
But you keep saying dogging out.
Yeah, they do.
So when a man asks the female a question, you consider that dogging?
No, it ain't the question. It ain't that.
Okay.
But I'm talking about, what I'm saying is, I ain't none of my baby. It could be anybody's. I just got with her 3 months ago, and before I got with her, she was with that other dude. But they don't tell it all. They don't tell it all, Uncle Cunningham. I took you from this dude 3 months ago because I wanted you. You know, if I'm in a relationship with this guy, we're in a relationship. I'm not using no condom with him. I've been with him about 5 or 6 years. I'm not using no condom. But along the way, he ain't treating me right. You come into my life and you want me to walk off and get with you. I done got with you, but 3 or 4 months back, I was with this man. So there is a possibility it could be his. So why dog the woman out in the street?
I think that I think you set the stage when you said you were going to defend the women. So you're being very definitive toward women
I always want the
and
woman.
dogging the man, and it's not always the case.
I dog the
So
man.
let's be open minded.
Okay, let's
Be open minded. Don't come in with a closed mind. You're just going to defend the female and dog the male. Look at it from an objective view. If that's a possibility, is his, and it's a possibility that it's not, can he not ask the question?
Yeah, he can ask the question.
So is what I'm trying to define is asking the question dogging.
No, that's not dogging.
Okay.
What's dogging her out is when you know that she had somebody previous 3 or 4 months before she got with you, and then y'all having unprotected sex and she come up pregnant, but you just had to have her. You took her from this man. You just had to have her, but now you want to throw up this stuff, mama's baby, daddy, man.
But we can
I don't
count.
like that.
We can count from 1 month to 9 months. We can count.
But then in
You
between
know, we
the
ain't
time,
gone.
she's still pregnant.
But
She got
guess
pregnant
what?
3 months
Guess
ago.
what?
Baby.
It's her baby. It's her baby.
I tell you what, I don't want my son to be paying for something for 18 years.
Well,
and
no,
it's not-
see,
and it's
Thank
not
you.
And
his.
I
So,
totally
that's
agree
coming
with
from a
that.
woman's point of
Be
view.
mindful of
Yeah.
what you're doing. You don't have to have.
You
all
gonna be
these
outnumbered.
You
unprotected
gonna be fine. My thing is, I know some young girls that came up pregnant, and before the DNA test even came out, and she might have been with just this one guy, but the family don't like her. And it's automatic gonna be, I don't believe it's his.
Oh yeah.
I don't believe it's his. And you know, she could really be carrying herself a good way, but the family gonna still dog her out. But you know, whether they want to accept it or not, why you can't just be like, okay, I'm not gonna dog her out and be hollering about mama's baby and deal with it after the child comes. But before then, this is what kills me. Why do the woman always got to prove herself up front? I got to go through all this to prove it. And then after I've been dogged out all in
Can
the
I answer
street.
that?
Wait 1 minute. Before I've been dogged out all in the street, then the baby come. Oh, we're just so sorry. We're just so sorry. How come you couldn't be sorry beforehand? I'm just
You
saying.
can have your co-signer. So what that got to do with anything? The reason why they go to the mothers like that is because of the fact that they are the mother. They carry the baby. They have the womb. Man just has he have a seed.
Sperm donor.
Well, he's a sperm donor. You were one. We all are one. You know, they donated to my dad. Donated to my mother, so I'm here.
I got pregnant in my sleep. I don't know how I got my kid.
Okay, listen. Now let's go. Let's get back on topic. Let's get back on track. Now, what about the male that knows? Well, like you say, 9 months, 8 months later, the young girl is pregnant. She sees somebody else she wants, so she decides to drop Bobby over here and go ahead and get with Johnny. And Johnny knows she's already showing visible, and she said, well, I'm pregnant. But then this guy come in and say, well, listen, irregardless to if it's my child or not, I want you. And because I want you, I want the baby.
Amen.
So that's a good man out there that has done that. And you know some probably.
I do.
Who do this? So they're not all dogs.
I know some.
And then some of them, you might feed them long enough, they'll look like
Yeah, feed them long enough there. That's what a judge is saying.
We used to have a judge and
Feed
advocate
them
that
long
used
enough
to
there,
tell us
baby.
that. Feed them so they look like. They used to tell us that.
It's, to me, the child is coming out on the short end of the deal. Some fathers don't want to be involved, but you know what type of young lady you lay down with. Like I tell my son, you could pick your friend, but you can't pick your family.
That's true.
And if that young lady come up pregnant, guess what? You're gonna have to deal with it.
Well, my thing is, I always told my nephews like this, because I don't have any boys. If this girl get pregnant, don't be running around hollering, it ain't mine. If you've been there, it's a strong and great possibility
Thank you.
that it could be yours. Because like I said, 3 months ago she was with him, but she could have gave him some bye-bye sex on the way out the door, and then got with you. So, it's a toss
She
up.
could have been still doing it along
Yeah.
with him.
I could, yeah.
So what kind of advice from you women up here that y'all can give to the young ladies to help them through whatever ordeal, whether it be horrific or whatever, that they might have to go through? Give them some advice, some wholesome advice to keep them or curtail them from getting themselves into this dilemma. Because 9 times out of 10, if she's, I can go on and say I've known married couples, but that's another subject, who the daddy say it's a possibility that it's not mine. And if you all be real, you probably know that.
I'm gonna
be real as possible.
So
like I say,
it's not all geared toward young women, but what I'm trying to do is trying to help the young women to see the bigger picture behind the whole ordeal. Because after the male checks out, she's stuck with the baby.
Always.
Her nights have become babysitting nights. If she's in school, she has to do things between school and the baby. She might even have to quit school, find a job, because a lot of these young guys, I'm talking from a male standpoint, a lot of these young guys ain't trying to raise no family.
Well, that's true.
No, that's why when you're young, don't do grown folks things till you're ready.
Thank you.
Because that is grown folks stuff. My thing to the young ladies, like I said, just because he out here messing with everybody, you know the deal, then it's up to you if you want to keep having unprotected sex with this young man. Because not only will you have a baby, you can have the 4-letter word, S-I die slowly, which is AIDS. So you got to protect yourself and say, hey, wait a minute. I want to do this and that in life. I have a future. So therefore, I'm not going to do anything to get pregnant. I'm going to try to protect myself or either save myself from marriage. Even married people have walked out on their wives, but you got to be ready yourself for a baby. So don't sleep with a lot of different men trying to get back to a man, because if he cared anything about you, he going to respect you anyway. So most of all, respect yourself. That's my take on it.
So you ain't anybody yourself?
I got a lot to say. Go ahead on, Chris. Yeah, you already know.
Well, I pretty much say the same. Just stick with one man, because these days and times, these guys, they will say, oh, it ain't mine. Because I'm, personal experience I had. And they know that it's theirs. But then when you go to talking about this child support and stuff, they get scared. Oh, don't put me on child support. So just stay to yourself. One man only.
Well, I feel like it's double standards. I do.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell God.
That's just you.
It's not only me, it's a whole lot of folks. They feel like it's
Speak for
understanding. They feel like it's also wrong. And I know, and we talked about this on the first show. It's also wrong. A woman can't drop her panties and go sleep with this one and sleep with that one. Like we know a man can't get pregnant. And I understand
Thank
that.
God.
Thank God, because y'all probably would have about house folks. But it's all wrong for a woman to want to go out here and show her walls over. She got to be a hoe. But when a man do it, it's all right. I ain't want to complain because I'm finna eat y'all up. It's all wrong for a woman to do it. But then when she come up pregnant and she don't know who her baby daddy is, she ain't shit. She done had this one. She done did that one. She got to be labeled as a tramp in the street because she don't know who her baby daddy is. But men run around here, you just as bad as she is because you don't know if it's yours or not. So what make it all right for him to be with the halo on her head, but she got a pitchfork and she ain't shit? See, now that's what I don't like. And then when she do come over to the house and she pregnant, her belly full, and you got family members sitting in there knowing that she been with somebody else, yeah, and she can get on out of here. Because she know, I know to good and well, she been down around the street with Devontae, fooling with Devontae, and then she want to step in this house and say it's my brother's baby. Girl, we ain't trying to hear that. No, you shouldn't say that. You should sit down and tell him, look, that baby could be yours. You're not going to mistreat her. You're not going to dog out because you know why? If you didn't want nobody saying that it was your baby, you should have never went there. And if you know she's sleeping with a whole lot of different men, you're the fool for going over there sticking your wee-wee in there, knowing she's sleeping with everybody in the first place. What's wrong with you?
Well,
I'm just saying.
For one thing, everybody feel they know who's sleeping with who.
I don't.
But then, no, I'm just saying the women that's out there saying that she this, she that. Hell, who did you sleep with? Who did you sleep with? Just because you lived that life don't mean that young lady lived her life like that. You know, so therefore. I'm sorry, go ahead.
ZY Jones says, I have a question. I know this lady that has sex with 3 different men in one day, so who's the baby daddy?
See, that's what I'm saying.
Repeat that again.
I have a question. I know this lady that has sex with 3 different men in one day, so who is the baby daddy?
That is to be determined. To the person who wrote in, that is to be determined. 9 months later, get your DNA because you're not sure yourself.
Exactly.
So you know, Romy was talking about it, and I'm trying not trying to interrupt her, but before I lose my focus, nobody's talking about abstinence. Refrain from sex if you're not married. That's number one. That's what you need to do. Number one is don't give it up. And number two,
No comment on that one.
our host has an invertebrated hatred against males. Man, yeah, you don't like us for some reason. Is she hard on us, Roman? Is she hard on us? Trying to get you to co-sign on everything. You be careful when you co-sign.
I'm just gonna tell you what God loves. It's always been double standard for women. Women have always been treated less than. Well, and like we said on the first episode, y'all feel like y'all can get up and wash it off, lay down, and y'all still a man. We get up and wash it off, we still gonna be a hoe. I'm just speaking up, telling what God loves when it comes down to the women. My thing is, don't dog out these young girls when they come up and tell you you're pregnant. I don't care if a young girl come to my house and she does. Thank God I ain't got no boys. And she tell me she pregnant about this one, and that one. Baby, I ain't gonna treat you bad. I'm still not gonna treat you bad after we have the baby. We just gonna wait and see. All right, Miss Narrator.
Speak loudly.
Teresa D says, what is wrong with waiting for her husband?
Nothing. Wait for him. Let him find you. The Bible says that a man that finds a woman finds a good thing. Let him find you. Don't go out and find him.
Well, in a perfect world, in the Garden of Eden, that would work. But we know that it's not working here in 2017.
Bible according to Bootsy.
That's right. Because I'm going to tell you right now, how many virgins do you really know? I know one at the age of 37. I know one. But it's easy to say, hard to do. And the people that's right in telling you, you need to wait on your husband, wait on your wife. Did y'all wait? I'm just being
I'm
real.
not a woman, so I can't answer that. But that's
Nah, because you think just because you're a man and you can't have no baby, it's all right.
no, I didn't say that. I don't think it's all right. You know, as we mature in life, and if we could look back in retrospect and could change some things, definitely we would change. I would change some things.
Oh, I would too.
But you know, it is what it is now. But now this is why we are at this panel talking about what we're talking about, because of what's out here. Because young women are not waiting. Young men, you know, their hormones are working like the young women's are, and they want to do the nasty, whatever you call it, having sex.
Smash.
They want you smashing. Is the term today. They want to smash without refraining. You know, so this is why we're here as mature adults. We should be trying to help guide and guard some of these young folk from going into the same things that we've gone into and made mistakes. And then the end results of it is that, hey, the baby's not a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
You know, by God for me.
Yeah, what you did to get the baby was wrong.
But you didn't do no planning to get it.
That's right.
You just had some play to get it. No planning, just play.
Now, I agree with it, Uncle Cornell. No, I truly agree with it.
Oh,
We agree
come
on
around.
Are you back on payroll?
I'm gonna keep working with you.
I totally agree with that. Okay, narrator.
Tina Brown says some men are talked into the baby not being theirs only because they hear so much they start to believe it. And the woman becomes a hoe only based on what her past was, even if it was years ago when she was younger, and it becomes a he say, she say, and trust issue for him.
Amen.
I agree to that.
No,
I know a young lady that went through the same situation. Girlfriends, little friend girls that like the guy. Also, other folks looking at the situation and telling the young man that may not be your baby. Well, how the hell they know? Were you in the room when the baby was getting made? And then you gonna miss out on life, on your baby life, by listening to the people in the street. If you know you've been there, you be patient. Get these people out your head. Some people need to mind their own business.
Amen.
They probably don't know who their baby dad is,
Amen.
9 times out of 10. But you messing up a family, or you messing up something that could be, because we so busy telling she this, she that. No, you need to sit back and let them handle their situation.
I
Because
totally agree.
when they get a blood test and they find out 99.9 that's your baby, you listen to everybody in the street and you done walked off and left a baby. You know, and the baby is innocent. So young men, please, if you can't be a man about yours, then keep your thing in your pants. And young ladies, baby, if
Don't give it up.
If he can't respect you, like I said, wait on your grown folks stuff. That's grown folks stuff right there.
Listen, I know somebody years ago, you know, they was talking about, oh, she just a hoe, that's not her baby daddy and all this. Come to find out, when it came time to have a blood test, he didn't want to have a blood test because guess what? The baby daddy itself because it looked just like it.
Thank you.
And all his people.
And all his people.
I know a woman that should be named nameless. She loved this girl so much. She wanted this girl for her son so much. So when the girl had the baby, oh, that's his baby. That's his baby. That's his baby. I mean, this woman really did love this girl. And dogged out the other girl. And years down the road, when she found out that that was not her grandbaby, she like to have literally died. Because she loved this girl so much, and she just knew without a doubt, because see, let me tell y'all, them little salad eating women, them the ones you got to watch out for. Some little them the ones that's out here doing everything up under the book. And see, the mama fell for the mirage. Oh, she's a good girl. No, she's a salad eating. And we come to find out the salad eating baby wasn't even none of his, but the ones that the mama called dogged out and called a hoe and everything, that was her grandbaby.
Can I interject on this?
Mm-hmm.
And I want you all to be honest with me. I ask you all a question. I ask the
Oh, you
panelists
know I'm
a
gonna tell the
question.
truth.
I want somebody to respond from Facebook. 9 times out of 10, if a young man has been called or been said that, hey, you're the father of this child, first thing he does is he takes the baby home to who?
Mama.
Mama.
Mm.
And did we wrong? I didn't even say anything.
Yes, it's a mama.
Take it home to the mama, right?
Right.
And so 9 times out of 10, it's the mama who determines if the child is her son. And so, if anybody does any dogging, Miss Bootsy, it's the mama who says that child is not yours. She's the one who talks about the young lady. I ain't heard too many fathers say anything about this child ain't yours, boy. You know, you don't need to be messing with that thing across the street. It's always the mother. So, I mean, I just want y'all to
You
get
know,
back
I've been
on that.
blessed with my son's grandmother, paternal grandmother. And if I'm not mistaken, a woman didn't even know me. And she said that little remark, mama's baby and daddy's baby. She said, I don't give a damn what you say, but I know who, this is my grandbaby.
That's right.
And my son carries
And it
strong
probably
genes.
was, but just
You know what it is.
I mean, just what I'm saying is,
yeah.
respond
But
to the question.
yes,
You know, that's asked.
Exactly.
You know.
So I was blessed that my son grandmother stepped up to the
Well,
plate
that's good.
right off the bat, you know. And I'm not saying all grandmothers or whatever.
But you do
like
know
that.
some women that has done that.
Oh,
And
yes,
9 times out of
yes,
10,
true.
it's mostly the mother who determines who the child is. He don't have your nose. Lips are different. Look at those eyebrows. Those eyebrows thicker than your baby. He got more hair than you do. You don't have no hair. You know what I mean? Come on now.
That's why I say I was blessed.
That's right.
But
Miss Bootsy.
yeah,
I'm trying to get my job back.
Well, I'm finna go there with you, Uncle Cornell.
Let's go.
I'm gonna tell you something. Influence is off. It comes in all array. But let me tell you something. You got these boys that hang around with their homeboys, and you be like, man, I was you. I wouldn't claim that baby. I go give me a DNA. And then the young man can really be want to step up and be, but then he gets to listening to his homeboys. But then you know you got some mammies,
Mothers.
because I know one in particular. You just don't like this young lady. For whatever reason is, you just don't like her. And you will come up with every crazy, idiotic thing up under the sun just because you don't like the young lady and not even give the relationship or even try to give it a chance to see if it's your baby. Let's know to build a relationship with the young girl. Just because sometimes people can look at you and just don't like you when the son bring the girl home. I don't like how she look. She ain't for you. Well, what you don't like about her mama? I just don't like her. And then when the son bring the mama baby home, put the baby in the mama's lap. Sometimes we know it's ours. But then just because you don't like that young lady, that ain't your baby son. No, I'm going to agree with that.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna change the fact. If it's his baby, it's his baby, whether mama like it or not.
Amen.
And young man, if it is your baby, handle your business. Mama, I love you, but handle your business. My baby need me. That's, the baby is irrelevant. I mean, it's an important part of your life. Don't go through life missing out on being there for your child. And young ladies, carry yourself with respect. All these different partners, it don't make you look good. Don't be a loose woman.
I'm going to interject on that, mama, because I'm going to have to stand up for the women.
Go for it.
Y'all young men carry y'allself
I
with...
stand up for what's right.
Yeah, that's right. Y'all young men, y'all carry yourself with characters and morals and standards too. And I know what you mean, but y'all know I'm always for the woman. Don't always be like, the woman got to carry herself with so much. I don't understand this. Men's go out here and sow their wild oats. It's all right. Y'all go out there and sow y'all wild oats. Well, you got some young girls that want to go out there and sow theirs too. But what mess us up is we come up pregnant. They don't. That's just the blowback. But that's just how it is.
Well, I think we have the option as well. Men can be just as loose. Young lady, it got to be in you if you want that type of man. If you know this man got all these different women, then what that says about you.
Or you're the type of woman that want to hold a whole lot of different type of men. But
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but if a woman want a whole lot of different type of men, she'll
Then it
hold.
don't matter what he's doing.
But then if a man...
You call him a woman?
No,
Okay.
that's what they call it in the street. But if a man go out here and get a whole lot of different type of women, well, that's just a man being a man. But as soon as a woman pop up pregnant, she pregnant.
Okay,
They could be anybody.
let's try to
But we know it's the mamas.
let's try to change the dynamics of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Now I heard you use a term a while ago, young men sowing wild oats. I hadn't heard that, man, like 20, 30 years.
Yeah.
So if we change what we say, we'll change what we see.
Yeah.
So let's be more proactive, more positive, and teach our young male. That's from a mother and from a father's point of view, because they're yours just like they are ours. Let's teach them. Find you one good girl. Let's date. Before you consent to sex. Let's after we date, become friends and all of this, and get through school before you try to have sex in a relationship, because 9 times out of 10, if you start sexing, smashing, Bootsy, and have babies, then that might change or alter your whole future. So, as you're growing up, your hormones are going to be working, but you can fight through all of that through prayer. And
that's what we need to teach them.
That's right. Let's teach them.
That's what I'm saying. We're trying to teach them, not trying to judge them.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, kids are going by what they hear. You call kids bad, you call boys this and that. They're going to try to portray that attitude, that personality that you putting instilling in them. If you take time and raise your children, not let the street raise them, then maybe we could have productive young men. And there's so many organizations now, 100 Black Men, 1 Million Black Men March and stuff like that. I have a cousin, I really admire her because she get her young man in a lot of positive things. And she's a single mother. So, just because you're a single mother and the dad is not in life, ladies, still raise your baby. Do what you need to do.
And another thing that
Because a lot of great men, a lot of great men do come from a single
parents.
home.
That's true.
Yeah.
And another thing that I want to say, I told my girls when they were young growing up, do not go out here and get no baby at 18, 19 and back. Because I know that some started 15 and 16 having babies. Because what can he give you or offer you at 15 and 16 years old? All you have did was created a bill for him and yourself and put the responsibility back on your parents. Because really, what can you expect from a child that's having a child?
Because
he can't give you nothing. He can't do nothing for you. Yeah. And these young girls thinking in their head that it's all right to go out here and have these babies because you also in love with this dude that you want to trap him. Y'all need to stop that. And y'all young dudes that's laying up with these girls, trapping these girls, because the door swing both ways. I'm going to get her pregnant and I'm going to have her for life. You don't know what you want at 16 and 17 years old.
True, no.
Because I'm at 53 and I still don't know what I want half of the time.
And it still go back to the parent. Sometimes we feel we got to work so many hours and then who raising the kids? And the kids gonna get out and do things. I remember when I was younger, a friend girl, you ain't doing sex, you ain't doing. No, I'm not. My mom would have broke my back.
But I know my mom and dad worked a whole lot of hours. And when I said I feared them because I knew if I brought a baby in my mama's house at 15 and 16 years old, that was it. That was it for me. Because your parents, that's what I'm talking about. That's when the respect and the fear come in. When a child fears you, he gonna respect you. And they gonna try their best to do what's right. I worked a whole lot of hours. My mom and dad both worked a whole lot of hours. But I knew one thing. I better not come up pregnant because I'm going to have to answer to my mom and dad. And I knew that.
Well, you know what? I worked a lot of hours too. But it was the time frame that I worked. I go in early in the morning, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So I could be at home at 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the evening to be there for my child.
Amen.
But when you at work all day or out partying all day, you still leaving so many gaps for these kids.
Yeah.
To get out and do whatever they choose to do. You got to give guidance. I don't care who you are, what his background is. I don't care if you live in Jones Valley or the hood or whatever they want to call it. Be a parent first and raise your children to be a respectful young man and young lady.
And when your mama is not there, you need to carry what she has put in you when she's not there. I work 2
When
jobs.
my parents was raising us, my older sister and older brother had to step in.
Yeah, I work 2 jobs, sometimes 2.5. The whole time when my girls was little, regardless of what daddy had or daddy gave or whatever, I wanted them to know that is getting up working and have your own. And I worked, and I sometimes, like I said, had 2.5 jobs. But regardless of how many hours I work, you know right from wrong. And the district, I'm gonna tell you what Randall Hogue used to tell me.
Get away with it, we gonna try it.
I'm gonna tell you what Randall Hogue used to tell me, and this is why I slept good at night. What's in you got to come out you sooner or later. So if you're pregnant, it's got to come out you sooner or later. So if it's in you, it's got to come out. But my thing is, don't keep putting these young girls down, making them feel less than, hollering about mama's baby, running them in the ground. If you're gonna run her in the ground, run all of them that she done had on in the ground right behind.
Well,
That's just how I
well,
feel.
now he 15, 16 years old, but he doing what he can for his baby.
Amen.
And all that he can't afford to do, his mother and grandmother, whatever, is stepping in to help. So I appreciate that young man that is trying to be there for his baby. So that's why I say you can't say all kids or all men or dogs or whatever. So there are good young men out there and young ladies.
It is.
Can we step beyond the possibility if it's the father's child or not? And assuming that he's found out it's his child, let's step beyond that now. And that's his child. So it's clear, it's out in the open. This is your baby. Now let's move from the if now to knowing. So what does the child do now, or the young male do now, since it's his baby? He knows it's his baby. Assume the responsibility. You're going to grow up fast if you are a teenager.
Right.
You're going to grow up faster than you ever thought that you always wanted to be 21, you wanted to be grown. Well, you're 16 now.
And grown.
And grown.
Right.
With responsibilities. It's not your father's job. It's not your mother's job, your uncle's job, your auntie's job to take care of your responsibility. You brought it here. You are the male now. You're the man. You know. And so it's up to you now to do what is right. So whatever that entails, you stay in school, find you a part-time job, and take care of your responsibility. And keep taking care of it until that child is able to take care of him or herself. We're beyond that possibility now. So we're getting Ms. Bootsy off of the male. Let's move on now. So not only is the young male working, then guess what? The young mother has to assume some responsibilities as well.
That's true.
Which I agree with that, but when you go at it hard, say the guy's doing this and that, what do you think about the young lady this in their early 30s, late 20s, and got 4 and 5 children and 5 different baby daddies? What do you think about that? I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of members, babies. But my thing is, that is going to be a show. We will have a show on that because the young lady asked me to have a show on that. But I'm going to touch on it just a little bit. All 3 of my kids got the same daddy. But my thing is, to them, maybe you was in a relationship with this guy 3 years and then you had a baby by him. Then you was in a relationship with this guy 2 years and you had a baby by him. But I don't know. That's, to me, that's a hard pill to swallow. I don't see how they do it, but it happens.
What's a hard pill to swallow? That she has 5 or 6 children by different men?
Yeah.
You call a man a dog?
Oh, he just got fired again. He just got fired again,
and
y'all.
speaking about
Well,
double
because,
standards,
let me tell you something. Men do it too. But when a man got 4 and 5 kids, he out bragging.
he's a man with a whole lot of responsibility.
Yeah,
That's what he is.
but they are bragging. He got 4 and 5 kids, girl. Yeah, but he taking care. He taking care of them.
That
But he
doesn't look good.
the stuff. But as soon as a woman got a house full of kids, 4 and 5 kids, they got different baby daddy. Girl, she ain't shit. She got about 5 and 6 kids with different daddies.
I need to say this because I think it needs to be defined. All men don't think young men or old men having all of these children by different women. We don't think it's nice.
Oh, y'all don't?
No, we don't think it's nice. I don't know where you find that at. We don't think it's nice. I mean, if a guy go out and do this, and 9 times out of 10 when they're doing that, 90% of the males that does that are not taking care of those children. So no, I can't applaud that.
Right.
I can't applaud that.
I mean, you trying to get a trophy or something with all these kids, you bragging that you got these kids, bragging right, and guess what? A lot of the females like those kind of guys. They got all the children.
I wonder why.
I know, right?
Because
laying it down.
if they're working, and I'm not cutting you in wrong, but then he said, if they're working to take care of the children, because if the government is going to be involved, they're going to have to pay child support. And then at the end of the year, the beginning of the year, they think they're going to get some income tax back. Uncle Sam got that.
Amen.
So and then if you a woman who trying to latch on to this male because he might be hung like Chuck or somebody, but
Tell it.
hey, listen, it ain't about all of that. At the end of the day, he's a broke male.
That's true.
Yeah, I know a guy that had a lot of children and he would quit his job. Just kept going because he knew they were going to garnish him.
Well, I saw on Facebook, and this white judge was dogging this man out. She told him, she said, I don't want to see you in my courtroom no more. This man had 46 kids. That's a whole lot of baby mamas. 46 kids. So his kids is kin to everybody got to be in the city.
He must live in Africa.
Yeah, he got he's in Michigan. He got 46 kids. And the judge told him, I don't want to see you no more in the courtroom. So with that being said, if you got a man that's got 46 kids, he got 12 kids, why would you want to become the baby mama? Come on now. See, somewhere along the line, we as women you got to open up your brain. If he already got 5 kids, why do you want to become a baby mama?
So you think that a lot of people applaud, you think a lot of men applaud him because he has 46 children. Listen, he's not a bad man, he's a sad man.
Amen.
At the end of the day, he's a sad individual.
Amen.
You see so many scenarios where a man got kids here and there and he don't tell the siblings, hey, you got a brother here, you got a sister there. I have read in Jet magazine where 2 sisters was in the military, and when they got ready to graduate, they did so much alike and look alike. And when the daddy showed up, that's when they found out they were siblings. So even you young men that do have babies here and there, let your children know who are their siblings, because they could end up mixing up,
marrying
sex
each
with
other.
It's
Yes.
sad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the kids need to know who their siblings are.
Any comments?
5 minutes.
Well, my thing is, I've always told my daughters like this. Y'all got to be careful going out here making these babies, because everybody that you lay down to make a baby with, that don't mean he's ready to be a daddy or even wants some kids. And then he'll go by somebody, oh, that's just my baby mama, or you're a mama's baby. And your daddy, he ain't even a baby, because he don't even want you or the baby. So that's something you got to really be careful about, young girls, when you are out making babies, because half of them don't even want no kids anyway. So you got to really be careful. Do you agree with that, Uncle Connell?
I do agree with that. I concur with that.
So my thing is, when you out here, young girls, don't have nobody about this mama's baby, daddy baby stuff. I don't like it. I never have liked it. I feel like this. If you're gonna dog the young girl out, run her down in the ground. If you got something to say on one end, have something to say on both ends. And that's just how I feel. So now we getting ready for the final thoughts of the day. Miss Roman, your final thoughts are?
I think it's an individual thing. If you want respect, in order to get respect, that's how you present yourself. Young ladies, like I said, don't be a loose woman, or just because he missed the popularity, you want to have a baby by him. It don't work like that. So protect yourself.
I agree with you, Miss Roman. You, Calissa?
I agree with Miss Romy. Everybody, well, the young generation now, sleeping with this and that. Just secure yourselves, and if you're not ready for a baby, don't do the stuff like Reverend Conio said until you're married.
All right, Reverend Uncle Cornell.
Well, I just hope that this panel has been informative to both female and male. This is real life, and our children are no accidents. They don't need to be treated like an accident. We need to try to help build up people instead of tear them down. Just want to thank God for this panel. I want to thank the Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church for viewing tonight, and friends of Tabernacle from Pulaski, Tennessee, and the surrounding area, also from Huntsville. Thank you, young lady, for calling in repeatedly. Thank these young women for handling the camera alone. My wife is here tonight, and so I thank God for her tonight as well. God bless you, ladies. Love you. And Ms. Boots said I still have a job, so I guess I'll see you next week.
Well, is there any more comments before I make my comment?
No.
Any more? No. Well, this is how Miss Bootsy feel. Miss Bootsy feel like this. I hate the term mama baby, daddy baby. I hate it. I've always hated it. But by the same token, do not dog these young girls out that's coming up pregnant before you really find out what the truth is. Because it's a strong possibility that the baby could be his. And if the young girl does have multiple partners and you going in behind other dudes, sleeping with her, you're no better than she is, and she's no better than you. So you don't dog out each other. And then my final last thought of the whole thing is, if you want respect, you got to show yourself respect. And when your son bring a woman home or a baby home, we as mothers, we need to stop saying, well, it ain't none of his. Welcome her in and treat her right until you find out different. And that's how I feel. Because the mamas that's talking, you had a past too. And that's just how I see it. And I love y'all. And we're going to do my advertisement, of course. I've got a Black Friday special, y'all. Hey, I'm getting in on the Black Friday. I have Be Smooth doing Black Friday, 1 for $25, 2 for $45. So those of y'all that have not tried Be Smooth yet, get in on the Black Friday special. 1 for $25, 2 for $45.
Be smooth, like Miss Bootsy.
We love y'all and good night.
Good
Good night. God bless.